In the 1990s, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was seen as a symbol of joy and optimism on television, a seemingly perfect family, endless laughter, and stories that always ended happily defined the show. Yet behind those bright lights were hidden realities few people knew about, where some cast members faced deep personal struggles, were gradually forgotten, or quietly pushed out of Hollywood. By 2026, their then and now journeys reveal truths that may leave even longtime viewers deeply surprised. Will enters the story as an unpolished personal self, carrying the energy of a young black man caught between two opposing worlds. Born on September the 25th, 1968, and taking on the role at the age of 22, Will Smith blends instinctive comedy with unexpected moments of tragedy, allowing emotion to flow without embellishment. The shift between streetwise humor and stern family confrontations creates a rare depth for a sitcom. Will doesn't merely provoke laughter, he grows up before the audience's eyes. At 57, Will Smith is regarded as one of the figures who helped shape American television culture in the 1990s. Hilary Banks emerges as a model of black fatherhood, grounded in authority, moral integrity, and communal responsibility. Born on November the 27th, 1945, James Avery took on the role at the age of 45, bringing a commanding presence through his deep voice, measured delivery, and a calm authority shaped by lived experience. Philip does not merely impose discipline. He teaches through consistency and personal example, especially in moments when he confronts the vulnerabilities of his children. James Avery passed away on December 31, 2013, from complications following open-heart surgery at the age of 68, leaving behind a television father figure that remains difficult to replace. In the early seasons, Vivian Banks is constructed as an image of an intellectual, strong-willed woman rich in vitality, serving as the emotional backbone of the Banks family. Born on January 13, 1956, Janet Hubert took on the role at the age of 34, bringing a confident presence, a powerful voice, and a clear command of space. This version of Vivian stands out for her independence and depth of character, establishing a standard that proved difficult to replace. Subsequent behind-the-scenes conflicts disrupted this portrayal, becoming a negative factor beyond the screen. At 69, Janet Hubert is still remembered as an icon of strong black womanhood in American sitcom history. Carlton Banks appears as a sharp rupture from familiar black stereotypes, placing class identity ahead of cultural expectation. Born on September the 21st, 1971, Alfonso Ribeiro took on the role at the age of 19, delivering a performance marked by precision in every gesture, from his proper posture to his deliberately timed comedic rhythm. Carlton is both funny and irritating, defined by privilege and an absolute faith in the system. It is precisely this friction that makes the character memorable and gives him clear social depth. At 54, Alfonso Ribeiro is recognized as the creator of one of the most audacious sitcom figures of the 1990s. Hilary Banks is constructed as a portrait of the consumerist woman in the age of mass media, where image, fame, and superficiality become the raw material for social comedy. Born on January 8, 1966, Karen Parsons took on the role at the age of 24, using rapid-fire dialogue, flexible expressions, and a deliberately flamboyant confidence to create a character that is both humorous and satirical. Over time, Hilary gradually breaks free from her surface-level mold, revealing ambition and professional self-determination. At 59, Karen Parsons is still recognized as a face that helped shape the social humor of American sitcoms in the 1990s. Geoffrey Butler is portrayed as the figure of the intellectual servant, where power lies not in status but in knowledge and the ability to control situations through language. Born on August 14, 1948, Joseph Marcel took on the role at the age of 42, bringing a composed demeanor, a refined voice, and a sharp gaze concealed beneath formal servitude. Geoffrey is often a silent observer. yet each remark carries subtle irony and a rare form of understated authority. At 76, Joseph Marcel is recognized as the creator of one of the smartest and most memorable supporting characters in American sitcom history. In the later period, Vivian Banks shifts from an emphasis on explosive individuality to a role focused on maintaining rhythm and balance within the Banks family. Born on July 13, 1948, Daphne Maxwell Reid took on the role at the age of 45, bringing a calm demeanor, a warm voice, and the maturity of a mother who prioritizes harmony and stability. This approach softens the family dynamic, though it comes at the cost of some of the earlier sharpness. At 77, Daphne Maxwell Reid is recognized as the figure who preserved continuity and durability for a familiar icon of American sitcom television. Jazz emerges as the embodiment of enduring friendship and street-level hip-hop culture, carrying a spirit of freedom that stands in contrast to the privileged space of Bel-Air. Born on January 21, 1965, DJ Jazzy Jeff took on the role at the age of 25, maintaining the natural demeanor of a hip-hop artist stepping directly from real life onto the screen. Jazz does not develop along a dramatic arc, but his recurring appearances create a familiar rhythm in which loyalty and sincerity are always present. At 61, DJ Jazzy Jeff is still regarded as a symbol linking American sitcoms with early 1990s hip-hop culture. Lisa Wilkes offers the image of a mature love, steady enough to serve as a clear emotional counterbalance to Will during his most turbulent years. Born on October 30, 1970, Nia Long took on the role at the age of 21, conveying self-possession through a steady gaze, gentle speech rhythms, and an attitude resistant to impulsiveness. Lisa is not merely a romantic interest, she establishes boundaries that force Will to confront responsibility and the consequences of his choices. At 55, Nia Long is recognized as a representative figure of independent, self-assured black womanhood on American television. Nicky Banks appears as a point of pure familial grounding, bringing a necessary innocence to a space otherwise shaped by generational conflict and questions of identity. Born on December 5, 1988, the role was taken on at around the age of 6, with Ross Bagley delivering an unaffected naturalness, from naive reactions to a clarity of emotion true to early childhood. Nicky does not drive the plot, but his presence helps make the Banks family feel whole and more intimate. At 37, Ross Bagley is still remembered as a familiar childhood image of American sitcoms in the 1990s. Vi Smith is positioned as an emotional anchor, where the image of a single mother provides the spiritual foundation for Will's journey toward maturity. Born on February 14, 1956, Vernee Watson Johnson took on the role at the age of 34, conveying lived experience through a gentle voice, a compassionate gaze, and a demeanor closely aligned with everyday life. Vi does not generate conflict, but she is consistently present as a source of values, guiding the story back to family, origins, and responsibility. At 69, Vernee Watson Johnson is still recognized as a familiar face on American television, known for supporting roles rich in humanity. Fred Wilkes appears as the image of an absent father, carrying generational wounds that were never healed. Born on December 27, 1939, John Amos took on the role at the age of 51, bringing a heavy presence through evasive glances, guarded speech, and the awkwardness of a man confronting the consequences of past choices. There is no complete apology, only distance and belated realization, enough to create one of the most emotionally profound moments in the series. John Amos passed away on August 21, 2024, of natural causes at the age of 84, leaving behind a lasting impression of complex fatherhood on American television. Dee Dee carries the image of an independent, confident black woman infused with hip-hop energy, stepping directly into the sitcom space with an identity that requires no adjustment. Born on March 18, 1970, Queen Latifah took on the role at the age of 21, bringing a powerful presence, a firm voice, and a level of agency rarely seen in guest roles at the time. Dee Dee does not seek to assimilate. Instead, she asserts her personality through equality and self-determination. At 55, Queen Latifah is regarded as one of the most successful multidisciplinary artists, having helped broaden representations of black womanhood in American popular culture. Jackie Ames appears as a symbol of youthful beauty and ego, where instinctive confidence runs alongside first encounters with emotional friction. Born on December 4, 1973, Tyra Banks took on the role at the age of 19, bringing a striking presence, a sharp gaze, and the magnetic visibility of someone just entering the entertainment world. Jackie does not invite deep psychological exploration, but she effectively reflects how appearance and attention can shape relationships in adolescence. At 51, Tyra Banks is recognized as a pioneering figure who helped bridge fashion, television, and American popular culture. Ice Tray carries the breadth of the streets, offering a slice of realism that stands in direct contrast to the safe, privileged world of Bel-Air. Born on November 29, 1964, Don Cheadle took on the role at the age of 28, conveying lived experience through a clear-eyed gaze, a low voice, and an unshowy, grounded presence. Ice Tray does not appear to create drama, but to remind Will of his origins, class boundaries, and the very real consequences of life choices. At 61, Don Cheadle is regarded as one of the most versatile American actors, with a career spanning television and serious dramatic film. Maurice appears with a sharp comedic edge, carrying the blunt social commentary characteristic of Chris Rock. Born on February 7, 1965, Rock took on the role at the age of 25, delivering rapid-fire dialogue, a highly inflected voice, and an ability to push humor into the realm of satire. Maurice is not designed for psychological depth, but functions instead as a slice of awareness, where comedy is used to pose questions about identity, class, and the black experience. At 60, Chris Rock is recognized as one of the most independent and influential comedic voices in contemporary American culture. Aunt Helen carries the image of a strong black woman within an extended family structure, where blunt honesty is always paired with deep care. Born on January 25, 1957, Jennifer Lewis took on the role at the age of 33, projecting overwhelming energy through her powerful voice, rapid delivery, and a presence unafraid of confrontation. Aunt Helen does not soften the atmosphere. Instead, she forces relationships to face suppressed truths and emotions. At 68, Jennifer Lewis is regarded as the spiritual mother of Black Hollywood, with a long and highly influential career. Jazzy's Girlfriend appears as a slice of early 1990 as dating culture and youth life, where surface attraction and confident energy take center stage. Born on July 30, 1964, the role was taken on at around the age of 27, with Vivica A. Fox bringing a radiant presence, a sharp gaze, and a compelling sense of initiative. Though brief, her appearance suggests how image and personal allure shape short-term relationships. At 61, Vivica A. Fox is recognized as a familiar figure in American television and film, known for portraying confident modern women. Regina King appears as a guest star, yet quickly reveals the qualities of a young talent from the emerging generation. Born on January 15, 1971, she took on the role in her late teens, bringing a natural presence, an inwardly powerful gaze, and an emotional control beyond her years. Despite limited screen time, King's performance leaves the impression of an actor destined for more than supporting roles. This early maturity foreshadowed a durable and accomplished artistic path. At 54, Regina King is regarded as one of the most well-rounded artists in American television and film. Melvin appears as the voice of black intellectualism infused with sharp social critique, bringing issues of race and power into the sitcom space with rare directness. Born on August 4, 1941, Paul Mooney took on the role at the age of 49, delivering a satirical tone, a clear-eyed gaze, and an ability to push comedy into the realm of social dialogue. Melvin is not meant to be comforting. He compels the listener to think. Paul Mooney passed away on May 19, 2021 from a heart attack at the age of 79, leaving a profound legacy as one of the sharpest comedic minds in American culture. Hilary Banks is presented as a coming-of-age journey unfolding directly in front of the camera, reflecting the experience of a black teenager within a privileged middle-class family. Born on January 24, 1979, Tatiana Ali took on the role at the age of 11, bringing a rare naturalness from early innocence to the complex emotional shifts of adolescence. Ashley grows alongside questions of identity, love, and social responsibility, not through heightened drama, but through subtle, gradual change. At 46, Tatiana Ali is remembered as one of the most successful examples of growing up in the public eye in American sitcom history. 3 decades have passed, yet the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air continues to live on as a cherished memory for an entire generation. Behind the familiar laughter, however, lie very different life paths shaped by pressure, loss, and remarkable resilience. Time may have changed their destinies, but those iconic roles remain deeply etched in the hearts of viewers. Which journey left the strongest impression on you? Share your thoughts and join us as we look back at the untold stories behind the legendary television family.